This is Ballybunion, County Kerry, one of Ireland's most popular seaside resorts. This week, the August Bank Holiday week, it's absolutely jam-packed with visitors who've come to leave for a few weeks their factory or farm or their kitchen to spend a pleasant weekend or week enjoying the good things that Ballybunion has to offer. The sand, the sun, the sea, and above all that good fresh Atlantic breeze to sharpen up the appetite.
Like most other Irish resorts, Ballybunion has developed enormously in the last half-century. Better pay, better travelling facilities, longer holidays. These are some of the reasons why more and more people come each year to crowd the streets and beaches. For a few short weeks, the town is filled to overflowing. Hotels and guest houses are thronged, and tents and caravans are pressed into service to provide extra accommodation. By bus and train, by car and bicycle, they pour in, while the older folk look on and marvel at the ways of the younger generation.
Tell me, what do you think about Ballybunion as a man who lives around here?
Well, it has been a place that has come nowhere in 50 years.
Is it a wild spot, would you think?
I wouldn't say so. I mean to say it isn't, because it has been a place now that has developed in 50 years in my time to an awful extreme altogether. It was nothing when I said 50 years ago. Only what you could nearly call it, only the main street in ordinary village.
Yeah. Dr. Hannon, you've been in Ballybunion a long time.
I'm here since I was a child, but I'm here as a doctor for the last 35 years.
Have you seen much change in the place as a seaside resort over that time?
Oh dear, I have. The place has got much bigger, much wealthier. I might put it this way to you, that when I came here as a doctor even, we referred to the visitors as roomers, and then we had boarders, and then we had lodgers, and then as we got richer, we got guests. And now that we're up on the 14 guinea stage, we have residents. So that looks good for us.
Well, do you think that it's an Irish seaside place has anything specially different to offer from an English one or a continental one?
It has a little, but not an awful lot. I mean, the way we've been developing, as I say, is that we have nothing particularly Irish. For a tourist place, you want either wonderful scenery or wonderful culture in the people.
Good scenery, anyway.
We have a good bit of scenery, but the culture, you see, is becoming more and more a cross between Miami Beach and Piccadilly, wouldn't you say? Huh?
Can you rectify that?
Well, we're trying to do our bit in a small way. And one of the items now that's going a long way, or will go towards it in the course of time, is the little Irish college we have here. It's very nice now. For 2 months a year, you have about 100 to 120 little boys and girls up to 16 years of age. They learn Irish in the morning. They have Irish games like hurling and handball and things like that in the afternoon. And then at night, they have a little concert or Kerry, as we call it. And it is very good to go down there to see the children enjoying them. It is really infectious. After a while being there, you'd nearly start singing "O Rocha de Hawala" yourself. Just don't kick that way in it.
Most of the holidaymakers in Ballybunion, however, spend little of their time listening to Irish music. The traditional music they enjoy belongs to another land and another culture, and has little in common with the art of the ballad singer and the traditional fiddler, as modern Ballybunion itself has in common with the thatched cottages and red flannel petticoats of 100 years ago. Still, the sentiments expressed in the old ballad in praise of Ballybunion still hold good even today.
And boast of its beauty wherever they go. But for me, there is no place on earth that I know like that beautiful spot in Ballybunion. Children all say it is beauteous and grand to pick up the shells off the silvery sand, and the cliff stands 100 feet over the strand in that beautiful spot in Ballybunion. And the old castle too has its historic scenes. Its old ancient structure is plain to be seen, for it stands in the midst of the old castle green in that beautiful spot in Ballybunion. And morning and evening I long for to stroll and watch the blue waves that in mountains do roll, along by dune cliffs to the Nine Daughters Hole in that beautiful spot in Ballybunion. And if you travel old Ireland from north to the south, you may find finer places within or without, but none so dear to the heart as the old Cash and Mouth in that beautiful spot in Ballybunion. And those that need help can vigor restore by spending few short weeks at that old famous shore, surrounded by beauty that nature bestows in that beautiful spot in Ballybunion.